In this video, we'll talk about simultaneous equations with a quadratic and linear equation. So we already have an example on the screen. To solve this kind of problems, the first step you need to take is to identify the linear equation. So the linear equation in these two are the equations that do not have powers of 2. So if you look at this equation, this is x squared and this is y squared. So this is already a quadratic equation by default, while this is y and x. So this is the linear equation. So once find the linear equation, so we have linear equation as y is equal to x plus 1. And then let's call this our equation 1. Let's call this our equation 2. So once you find the linear equation, like we've done here, you make a variable the subject of formula. So from here already, we have y is equal to x plus 1. So y is already the subject of formula. So after making the variable the subject of formula, you have to substitute the value into the quadratic equation. So I'll be saying substituting equation 1 into 2. So I have x squared plus my y squared will be replaced by x plus 1. So I have open bracket x plus 1 square. This is equal to 13. So I'll be simplifying this. If I simplify this, I'll have x squared plus x plus 1 square is x plus 1, x plus 1. This is equal to 13. Next up, I have x squared plus, I want to expand these two brackets. So x times x is x squared. X times 1 is plus x. Then 1 times x here is plus x. And then 1 times 1 here is 1. This is equal to 13. So if I simplify all of this, x squared plus x squared is 2x squared. X plus x is plus 2x. And then I have plus 1. And then this is equal to 13. So if I move everything over to one side, I have 2x squared plus 2x plus 1. 13 going over to this side becomes negative 13. So this is minus 13 is equal to 0. So I have 2x squared plus 2x minus 12 is equal to 0. So I need to simplify and find my answer for this quadratic equation. I could do that by using the factorization method. So I have to multiply this value and this value to start off. So minus 12 times 2x squared is minus 24x squared. So from here, I need to find two values that when I multiply them, they will give me minus 24x squared. And when I add them up, they'll give me 2x. So those two values are 6x and minus 4. So I'll be using them to replace 2x here. So this is 2x squared plus 6x minus 4x minus 12 is equal to 0. So I'm factorizing this in 2's. So I'm factorizing this and this and this and this. So if you look at these first two terms, the common factor here is 2x. So you factorize 2x from 2x squared, you get x. If you factorize 2x from 6x, you get plus 3. If you look at these two terms, the common factor here is minus 4. If you factorize minus 4 from minus 4x, you get x. So factorize minus 4 from minus 12, you get plus 3. So this is equal to 0. Now from here, I'll be picking these two terms to make my first bracket. So this will be 2x minus 4. And this will be, my second bracket will be the same thing as these two brackets here, because they're identical. So this is x plus 3. And then this is equal to 0. So from here, I could say if these two things are multiplying each other to give me 0, then I could say 2x minus 4 is equal to 0, or x plus 3 is equal to 0. So from here, I'll be having 2x is equal to minus 4, moving over to this side becomes positive 4. So this is 4, or x plus 3 moving over to this side becomes negative 3. 2x equals to 4 here. So I have to divide both sides by 2 to get my value of x. So my x is equal to 2 or minus 3. So I've gotten my values for my x, but I've not gotten my value for my y. So to get my respective values of y, I'll be saying for x is equal to 2, my y, so I'll be using equation 1 to get my value of y. I can also use equation 2, but equation 1 makes it simpler. From equation 1, I know that y is equal to x plus 1. So my y will be equal to 2 plus 1, which is equal to 3. When x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3. So for x is equal to minus 3, I'll be using the same equation 1. So this is y is equal to x plus 1. So y is equal to x is minus 3 plus 1. And then this is equal to minus 2. So when x is equal to minus 3, y is equal to minus 2. Let's take another example. So for this example, you might want to pause the video and try to solve this one yourself. Okay, so like we did before, we are going to be saying PK finding the linear equation. So the linear equation between these two is this one. So I'm saying x, let's call this equation 1, let's call this equation 2. So writing down the linear equation, I'll say x plus y is equal to 6. So I have to make one of these values the separator formula. So let me pick x. So if I say x, and I'll be saying y moving over to the other side, I have 6 minus y. I can call this equation 3. So I have to substitute equation 3 into equation 2 to get my value of y. So the next step is to substitute this value into equation 2. Substituting equation 3 into 2. So my equation 2 was x squared plus y squared is equal to 20. So I'll simply be putting the x value, which is 6 minus y. So 6 minus y squared plus y squared is equal to 20. So from here, 6 minus y squared is 6 minus y, 6 minus y plus y squared is equal to 20. So from here, I know that 6 times 6 is 36. And then from here, I know that 6 times y is 6y minus 6y. And then from here, I know that minus y times 6 is still minus 6y. And then from here, I know that y times y, minus y times minus y is plus y squared. And then we have under plus y squared is equal to 20. So simplifying all of this, I have y squared plus y squared is 2y squared minus 6y minus 6y is 12y. And then I have plus 6 is equal to 20. So I need to move this constant to this side. So I have 2y squared minus 12y plus 36 minus 20. This is equal to 0. So I have 2y squared minus 12y plus 36 minus 20 is plus 16. This is equal to 0. So I need to solve this quadratic equation. So I'll be using the factorization method. So this is this times this. 2y squared times 16 is 32y squared. So I need to find two values that when added up should give me minus 12y, and when multiplied should give me 32y squared. So those two values are simply minus 8y and minus 4y. So I'll be using them and adding them up inside here. So this is 2y squared minus 8y minus 4y plus 16 is equal to 0. If I'm writing this inside here, I have 2y squared minus 8y minus 4y plus 16 is equal to 0. So I'm factorizing this in batches of 2. So the common factor here between 2y squared and 8y is 2y, open bracket. Factorizing 2y from 2y squared, I have y minus factorizing 2y from this, I have 4. So the common factor between these two is minus 4. I factorize minus 4. If I factorize minus 4 from 4y, I have y. Factorize minus 4 from 16, I have minus 4. this is equal to 0. So from here, I'll be picking these two values. So this is 2y minus 4. Let me clean up space. Second bracket is y minus 4. This is equal to 0. So I can still rewrite this equation as equal to 2y minus 4 is equal to 0, or y minus 4 is equal to 0. So from here I have 2y is equal to minus 4 going to the other side is 4, or y is equal to minus 4 going to this side is 4. So y is equal to 4 divided by 2, or y is equal to 4. So y is equal to 4 divided by 2 is 2, or 4. So y is equal to 4 or 2. Now we need to get our respective values of x. So to get our values of x, we know that from equation 3, x is equal to 6 minus y. So when y is equal to 2, x is equal to 6 minus 2. This is equal to 4. So you have x is equal to 4, and then y is equal to 2. When y is equal to 4, x is equal to 6 minus 4, which is equal to 2. So that x is equal to 2, and then you have y is equal to 4. So these are the respective values for when one value alternates with the other. That's it for this video. If you learned something, leave a thumbs up. It helps the channel. Share with those that will find the video helpful. Subscribe to the channel. It also helps the channel. Thanks for watching.